What is going on, everyone? If you're not familiar with who I am, let me introduce myself. My name is Art, and I am the newest hire at Patience Metal Fab. I come from a long history of aftermarket automotive experience. It's a big passion of mine and my career, and I recently became the sales and marketing manager here at PMF. Now, if you're not familiar with what PMF does, they do some of the best builds in the Midwest. So this shop is full of really cool cars. There's race cars, there's one-off custom stuff, show cars, and kind of anything and everything in between. So part of what I'm going to be doing is showcasing all of that stuff to you guys. And I just wanted to start it off with a car that's going to be leaving here pretty soon. We've been working on it for quite a while, and it's kind of moving on to its next step. So once these doors open, I'll show you exactly what we're working with. Now they're messing around with just getting the car going so we can drop it off at the next location, but here, just a quick overview of some of the stuff I see. There's a GTI Volkswagen build, there is this Camaro race car, EV Porsche, there is this GT3 Porsche Cup car, a 2JZ swapped RX-7. There's so much cool stuff in here, and eventually we'll get to all these individual builds, but we gotta start with this Mercedes first. Now, I know at the end of the day, it's still an SUV, so it's a little bit harder to get excited about it, but obviously the AMG makes good power. Sometimes these are a bit of a grocery getter car, but this one will not be. Actually, this is gonna be the chase car for a ton of really cool videography, maybe even movie scenes, because without getting too deep into it, this car is gonna be able to house a huge camera rig on top of it, and that's really a large part why it was at Patience in the first place. The guys are buttoning up some of the last minute things before we drive this car over, and essentially we're going to be taking it to a wrap shop where the exterior is going to get done. Then it's going to be coming back here for us to be able to mount some of the pieces that we need for the final result. Well, if you don't know where we arrived, it's Driven, and they do a lot of the stuff that it says here. Wraps, details, tint, paint correction, basically interior, exterior, cleanup, and a lot of the things that our customers require. So in this case, with the Mercedes, the customer needs it to be wrapped all black, and then with the parts that we made, the things that we fabbed up, both exterior and interior, they're gonna need to get powder coated black. So right now, we're kind of simultaneously making things happen. We're gonna let Driven do all the wrap while we get home, send the stuff off to powder, and then have this car come back. Eventually, we can throw all this stuff together, and as I mentioned before, there's gonna be a big camera rig on top of this. This car is gonna be able to film some really cool action shots, some really fast, expensive cars ahead of it. So we'll let them do their thing and come back in a few days to see the end result.